ever have one of those massive glow up days where you spend literally hundreds of pounds on appointments like nails, hair, brows and so much more, only to feel your best for like a day or two and feel a little bit disappointed that no one has noticed your massive glow up? Because honestly, same. I feel like all of us at one point or another have fallen victim to beauty standards, feeling like because our efforts have gone unnoticed we can't be happy within ourselves, and then we start to compare ourselves, which is a little bit of a slippery slope. I read this quote the other day which really stuck with me, but it was something along the lines of, in a world that profits from your insecurities, the best thing to do is to love yourself, and I just really resonate with that. Hi, my name is Veryyy. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, I create aesthetic, lifestyle, wellness and productive vlog content to help you become her. I mean, you clicked on this video, so I know you're looking to become the best version of yourself, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss content just like this. Today I'm bringing you a quick one-day at-home glow-up guide, which doesn't only make you feel and look amazing physically, but also mentally. We're going to discuss nutrition, movement, the importance of gratitude, routines, goals, and more. And I'm also going to share with you my absolute go-to at-home self-care rituals that I know will make you feel your best and glow from the inside out. We are splitting this in two sections, and the first section is all about inner work. This is basically a 5-step guide to glow up from within with small habits that you can implement regularly. Step 1 is establishing a morning and night routine. The best piece of advice I can give you when building your routines is to do it for you. Wellness and routines are not a one-fit-all, and you kind of have to figure out what your priorities are and what you can fit in the day. You don't have to overcomplicate it. It could literally just be wake up, make the bed and have a shower, and in the afternoon, in the evening, it could be do my skincare and drink a cup of tea. Like, it can be really simple. I am going to pop on the screen now a couple of examples of routines. As you can see, they're completely different, but these are some of the things that I like to implement into my different routines, so feel free to take inspiration. Step 2 is movement, and bonus points if it's in nature. Now, I'm not saying work out every single day because I feel like very few people have that much time on their hands, but for example, a daily walk can be a very simple but powerful way to kind of boost your well-being. Some of the benefits include the support of mental clarity, physical health, and also emotional balance, which all contribute to making you feel and look your best. When I was at my kind of peak stress level with my redundancy, I really reduced the amount of movement I was doing every single day, and I felt so low, I felt so sluggish. Overall, it just didn't make me feel very good, and as of recently I have been implementing a morning 30 to 45 minute walk. I'm very grateful that I live next to a park, so I literally just go and walk around the park every morning, which just actually fills my cup so much. Step 3, I could go on and on and on about the importance of drinking water. For example, some of the benefits include a hydrated skin, detoxification, increased metabolism, increased energy levels, and so much more. One of my absolute favorite things about water is the fact it just clears your skin so much. So if you are looking to have that glow up from within, I would honestly start with water. And again, this doesn't have to be like 5 liters a day or 2 liters a day, which is very unrealistic for a lot of people. I just recommend adding an extra glass of water and just see how that makes you feel. Next up is nutrition. Now, I am not a nutritionist, but I can safely say from my own experience that the second best thing after water when it comes to your overall appearance, your skin health, your happiness, your hormone balance is nutrition. I feel like nutrition is literally everything. I am trying to kind of eat lighter meals at the moment, with it being like warmer weather, and I'm trying to cut out processed foods and also like refined sugars. The way I'm doing that is by making simple, healthy rainbow meals. This is my absolute go-to current salad at the moment. This is a Greek salad. Whenever I'm craving sugar, I would substitute it with things like strawberries and apples, almost like sour fruit and veg that will make that feeling and that craving go away. So I highly recommend testing out kind of substitutes to things you're craving, because it can honestly change the game. And the last step of part 1 is the power of a vision and gratitude. I would say sit down, write your goals, create a vision for your future, and establish why you want to glow up. Your goal could be simple, it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. It could be having clearer skin or stronger nails, but as soon as you have the goal and you write it out, you can then start building a program of how you're going to achieve that. And the best way I have found that I can achieve my goals the quickest, because that's important, is by showing gratitude daily. If you show gratitude for what you have now, that will only attract more things to be grateful for. Here's my example. I want stronger nails, and then I can write an affirmation along the lines of, I recognize that despite my nails' weakness, they still protect my fingertips, and I'm grateful that with some proper care I can make them stronger. And to achieve this, I'm going to implement vitamin B and cuticle oil daily, and also take progress pictures to see the transformation. This little example vision statement has a clear pain point, it has a goal to aim towards, it also shows gratitude, and has a plan of how you're going to achieve the goal. When you write this down, you can refer to it daily and use it as motivation to help you recognize why you want to achieve this goal in your glow up journey. Now we have done a lot of inner work, it's time to get into the more physical self-care routine. Here are my 7 steps to looking and feeling best in my physical self during the summer. Starting from our skin, I have recently started making my own body scrub, which is 2 very simple ingredients. I use old coffee, like ground coffee that we have used in our coffee machine, and that usually just goes in the bin, and I put it in a little jar and I pop in a teaspoon of coconut oil and I mix that all up, and honestly it creates the most luxurious body scrub, which doesn't only remove dead skin but it also helps with cellulite. So I've been massaging that all over my legs and actually seen such a difference. Next up is a hair care routine. Now, just like everything else, you don't need to overcomplicate it. I would say having a really nice shampoo and conditioner alongside a hair mask and a hair oil is pretty much all you need, but I obviously today went a little bit extra and had a little bit more of luxurious experience, so I used a scalp serum and I kind of alternate between 2 different brands. 2 other things I've really been loving recently. One is my scalp massager, which I just use when I shampoo my hair or use a hair mask, and the second thing is my new Veryyy hair dryer, which I am so obsessed with. It is gorgeous and so light and it just dries my hair so quickly, but it has ionizing properties so it doesn't damage my hair. I swear by Veryyy products, they truly are really great quality. Step 3 is for those of us that choose to remove body hair. Now for me personally, I have very thick, very dark hair, as you can see, and I have chosen to basically remove my hair since I was about 12. Overall, I don't really mind shaving all that much. It's quick and convenient, but when it gets to the warmer months like now and I'm shaving a lot more, my skin does get irritated. I do get like a shave rash and it just isn't cute. I have tried waxing before, but honestly I just cannot handle the pain. So I was out there looking for an alternative option to shaving and waxing, which is when I came across the ULike Air 10, which is this tiny little impulse light therapy device or IPL device. It's basically like an at-home laser hair removal machine, which actually uses the same technologies that you get in a professional laser salon, but it's so much more convenient, of course so much more cost effective, and also you can literally just do it from the comfort of your own home, which is one of my favorite parts. If you have never heard of IPL before, it's basically a hair removal technique which uses impulse light therapy to zap out the hair follicle so it doesn't grow back. The device comes in a super sleek design which houses a flathead dual light tip with 40% faster flash speed than previous models and 18% larger treatment area, making it double effective. And for areas for thicker, more stubborn hair, you can use the SHR mode, which increases power output of the dual light flashing 4 times in one area within 2 seconds. And here is my step-by-step when it comes to laser hair removal. Firstly, I shave the area which I would like to treat, and then I plug into the device and wait for the Sapphire Ice Cooling Tech to kick in, which protects my skin. The device has 4 strength settings, and it's so important to pick the right setting for the area and hair type you're treating so that it doesn't harm your skin. The 4 settings are fast, normal, high, or SHR. One of my absolute favorite benefits of this specific device, and something I haven't seen much in other devices, is, as I said, the ice cooling tip, which basically keeps a temperature of 16 degrees, making it really soothing on the skin. It is suggested that the device is used every 2 days for 4 weeks, but you actually see results within the first 2 weeks, and within the first 4 weeks there is 93% hair reduction, which is insane. If you're like me and choose to remove body hair and are looking for a more permanent solution, I highly recommend checking out the ULike Air Tan. I will have a little link and a little code down below in the description, so make sure to check it out. Thank you to ULike for sponsoring this section of the video. Now let's get back into our glow up. My next step is brows. Now my brows are high maintenance. I know some people are so fortunate and they have the most amazing brows that they do not have to look after, and I'm so jealous. But yeah, as I said, my brows are high maintenance. I choose to tweeze mine, so I have a couple of tweezers that are my absolute go-to, and I find that I kind of shape them best I like, if that makes sense. So that's my next step. Let's get glowy. Now this step is not for everyone, but for me personally, I just feel and look my best when I have a little bit of a glow. I feel like I just look a little bit healthier, and I have been loving the Loving Tan range for my self-tan needs. For anyone that hasn't heard of Loving Tan before, they basically are an Australian brand that specialises in olive undertone tanning products, and as an olive skin girly, I am very grateful that I managed to discover them. They literally have a full range of products, from like your tan primers to your exfoliating mitts to your like gradual tanning lotions to your express tans. They have everything. I started my tanning routine today with the Deluxe Tan Remover, which I am honestly obsessed with. I popped it on dry skin and kind of left it brewing a little bit, and then I popped in the shower and used the exfoliating glove just to massage away any kind of tan residue. And then once I got out of the shower, I basically popped some moisturizer on dry areas like my hands, wrists, elbows, knees, ankles and feet, and then I popped the Loving Tan mitt, which I'm just so in love with. It's so soft, and used the Express 2 Hour Tan in the ultra dark color, and honestly it applies so nicely. It's so hydrating, it's not sticky, it doesn't have that kind of horrible strong scent, and honestly it just left my skin feeling amazing. And I also used the Deluxe Face Tan on my face, which is more like a cream consistency, and that went on really nicely, and this is in the shade Dark, and I kind of left all of that on my skin for about 3.5 hours, and then I washed that off. So I did my tan yesterday and I obviously washed it off, and then I had another shower this morning and I'm still looking so glowy, which I feel like with other tanning products by this point it will honestly be all washed off. So the fact that I'm still feeling so bronze and glowy just makes me so happy. I will have all the products that I used below, so make sure to check it out. I feel like the current nail trend continues to be that sort of like glazed donut and kind of moving a little bit towards glass nails, and the overall theme is like minimal, aesthetic and simple. I've had some trouble kind of growing my nails just due to like poor care, and they just tend to like snap quite easily, so I went for some stick-on nails, which I haven't done in like probably 5 years, but it feels so nice to have the length back, and I just didn't want to spend like hundreds of pounds going to like a nail salon and getting extensions. They aren't that great for your nails anyway, so I opted for this. These are from, I want to say like Boots. I think they were like £5, but they're actually so great. Like They stick on so well, and I feel like they just do the job perfectly. And for my toes, I just went for nude cloudy pink colour, and it's the Rimmel London nail polish. And the last step is skincare. Now this can, as everything else, be super simple. Just a couple of products that really work for your skin, and I would recommend just having a good cleanser, a nice moisturizer, maybe like a serum and an exfoliator, and then if you have a little bit of extra money to spend, maybe invest in a nice eye cream. However, for a more bougier glow up, you can do a nice face mask, maybe an LED mask if you have one, or just like do an ice roll, which always makes my skin feel so good. And there you have it. That is my guide to having a quick at-home one-day glow up. As I've kind of mentioned throughout the video, it is important to implement these steps daily to see a real difference and a real glow up, but this is where I would start. This is my kind of starting point. I obviously did all of the steps and I truly just feel amazing after them, so I highly recommend them. And let me know if you try out this routine, if you enjoy it, or alternatively if you have any other suggestions of things I should be including into my glow up. I would love to hear from you. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to comment this emoji down below, and make sure to check out ULike in the description. And if you've enjoyed it, click the subscribe button whilst you're here so you don't miss out on any future content just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and happy glowing up!